Assalamu alaikum and good morning to all. We're coming to you from the Curepe Jamaat, and in fact, for those of you who don't know, the Curepe Jamaat is located right there on Noel Street, which is supposed to be a one-way street sometimes. You know, one of the things that I can tell you is that I've been attending this Jamaat on a regular basis for the last 3 years, and if one were to say that we have an active Imam here, I think that would be an understatement. The Imam here has such a blessed name. His name is Imam Inshan Husseini. And he's standing right next to me together with my 2 daughters there, Zara, who has now started to wear spectacles. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
And my little daughter Zara. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
And of course, Imam Husseini. Imam, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam wa rahmatullah.
This idea, how did this idea come about? Right now, I know you're doing a walk for peace. Tell us, how did this idea come about?
It came about, assalamu alaikum. It came about because I have a small business and I do the service of selling the daily newspaper. And every morning you wake up and you listen to the news and you read the newspaper. It's so distasteful. And very seldom you can open the newspaper. You look at the newspaper to the headlines and you would see, comforting news, exciting news. There's always bloodshed. And it's happening in the Ummah of the Rasul also. And if we as leaders cannot wake up and bring the awakening to the people that there needs to be more God consciousness in our lives, then when are we going to wake up? We continue to point fingers, but we all have a role to play. That this country would be a better place. We all have a role to play.
And I noticed that you have gotten a fantastic turnout thus far. And I know there are some people who will be from outside the Jamaat. As you walk along, what are some of the messages you will be sending out to the people? Because I understand that this is not about Muslims only. This is not about Islam only. This is for those people who are non-Muslims as well, because crime is affecting everyone.
I'm very pleased that you asked that. The criteria that we would like to use is that Allah has blessed us once again with a new year. And many years gone by in our everyday life, we continue to make resolutions, but it's only lip service. It very seldom comes from the heart. And we need to make resolutions that would be connecting with the heart and making us better people. Allah says He would not change the condition of a people until we change it ourselves. So we have to make that resolution and hope that Allah will change our hearts and guide us and protect us and keep us safe in our homes. Now, since Allah has created us the best of His creation, are we living like the people that we're supposed to live amongst each other with love and compassion, with humility? No, it's about trampling on each other, tarnishing the good name and the dreams of people in their lives, shattering their dreams, the raping of women, the abuse of women physically and verbally, the killing of lives on a daily basis as though, we could give life. We can't give life, but we want to take life. And we enter in people's home and we have no authority to. It is about time that we stand up, and God consciousness plays a part in our life. And we are not speaking here about the Muslims alone. We are speaking about the people whom we live amongst, the Muslims, the Christians, the Hindus. If we are a good Muslim, live it. We are a good Christian, live it. A good Hindu, live it, because we all live amongst each other. It's the only way the community and the various communities would be a better place to live.
Imam, one thing I have noticed as well is that and I'm sure you have noticed it as well, is that we are seeing young people perpetrating crime. For example, 12-year-olds. There was a 12-year-old recently, a 13-year-old, a 17-year-old who was held for actually bludgeoning a gentleman with a hammer on his head. And again, yesterday while looking at the news, we see that there are young men and young women now who are committing crime. And what does this tell you about society and parenthood? What is going on right now?
I'm so happy you brought up that. When I read that, my heart bleeds. Not just cry, but it bleeds when I read why young children involved in such activities. And you know what the Prophet Muhammad, upon whom be peace, said? When you see children engaging in activities disturbing and causing enmity and violence and bloodshed, check the morality of the mother. Check the morality of the mother. No upbringing. And this is very, very displeasing in the sight of Allah, that we have children, a gift from Him, and we don't address our subjects. We will be held accountable on the day of judgment. This is why we have taken such a stand that whatever we do this morning, Allah will bless us and inspire us, and what we do will bring some sort of inspiration to those who see us and hear us, and this message will be spread, and we will live a life of God consciousness.
Inshallah. Imam, I will talk to you a little later, and of course, with your permission, I would like to talk to the persons who are here.
Of course. And we have breakfast prepared for each and everyone who
Breakfasts.
breakfasts.
Inshallah.
We have prepared a nice circular for each and everyone.
No, it looks rectangular, not a circular.
Of course, yeah. And we would like people to read it and see the message of Islam and the message of how we should live as a people. Subhanallah.
And of course, this is the message. And here is the message here. Curepe Masjid, walk against crime. Assalamu alaikum, fellas.
Wa alaikum assalam.
So let me ask you a question. What would take, a Sunday morning? You spend all week working so hard. What would bring you out on a Sunday morning, especially to join the Jamaat?
To see TNT have a better production and stop crime. All the new entry up and down, they are moving to the new entry.
And this is a common place.
It's a common place for new entry to be coming up and down.
Because if we can solve the issues of the smaller concerns, maybe it is we can also address the bigger concerns.
What did they expect the young, if they don't teach their children the example, what are they the young ones supposed to do?
Well said. And of course, assalamu alaikum, how are you going? So what bring you out early this morning?
Well, I come out here to support the Jamaat and support TNT with the crime.
And this is your duty as a Muslim, correct?
Not only my duty, everybody's duty.
Well said, well said, well said. And as we go along here, we have these other brothers and them say no to drugs, which is, and this is something that is very relevant right now in Trinidad, especially $600 million worth. But what we notice as well is that when we speak about drugs, you notice that the big fish in them, they don't get caught, but the little boys who are the trail, the ones getting the little small thing to sell, are the ones who are always caught. Your message is say no to drugs. What impact do you think that drugs is having on the society as a whole? Do you think that it's destroying our youth?
Yes, drugs is destroying our youth. Well, the cocaine especially. That is what bringing the guns and causing the crime. And we need to do something fast. I feel the government should come hand in hand and come to an agreement that we can send the message clear to the bandit and the perpetrators.
Well said. Assalamu alaikum. Of course, this is my close brother here. And you're a man, you have been speaking out and standing up for, the truth and being the voice of reason. You are here this morning joining us. What is the reason for you being here this morning?
Because crime is too rampant in this country and people are getting killed every day. Innocent people are getting killed and it's getting worse. It is not getting better. So we have to do something and make a small start, and the small start will lead to a big start. So we have to do something. Everybody has to get serious on this crime thing. Because we know when they will attack we innocent people, when they come in your house and killing So we have to protect ourselves.
Well, that is us. In fact, that is interesting because when you look at it, throughout the last few months, we have had issues where a Muslim family was almost slaughtered. You had the two young boys in Arangwe, Savannah, who was murdered. So therefore, it has come to us. But as Muslims, even without it coming to our homes, we must work together with our Christian brothers, our Hindu brothers, and make sure that they are safe as well. Because, it is clear and evident in our belief that we are our neighbor's keeper. We must take care of our neighbor. Allah did not say that your neighbor must be Muslim for you to take care of them. It must be everyone. You agree with that?
Yes, I agree with that, man. We have to be helping one another in a fight like this, in a cause like that. And Mr. Enchan, you do a very good work by putting its cause, so the public will see what's going on in this place in Trinidad today. Getting worse, it's getting no better, worse.
Well, I take no credit for this. The ones who are doing this is the Curepe Jamaat, but we are just highlighting their good work. And of course, Mamu, Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
You're from Debe.
Yes, I am.
And what bring you all the way to Curepe?
Well, wherever I have to go, I will make effort to reach. Because in this country that we are living, it is evident now that the government have lost its way. And they are not looking after the affairs of the people of this country. And Muslims are supposed to be leaders and to fix it. And we intend to come out here and start it. A journey of 1,000 miles begin with one step, and we are making that step this morning, hoping that others will rise and come to the front to make a change.
I don't think I could have said it any better or asked for anyone to have said it any better. Assalamu alaikum. Look, a very vocal man here. This is one of the brothers who is part of the team planning this whole thing. And of course, I am sure he's very enthused about this whole thing this morning. You're energized and ready to go. Tell us why you have decided to join this walk today.
Well, Brother Inchan, as a Muslim, it is a commitment to us from Allah to take care of our community and our nation, abide by the law, so that everything will be all right for kin and folk. I believe that Islamic law is one of the only ways to correct the ills and traits of the community. What do you think about that?
And I agree with you, because what happens is that when a man commit a crime, you rape somebody and you get a 1 year, or you get caught with a gun and they give you a $10,000, it sends the wrong signal, right? I mean, if a man come and rape, there should be no ifs, ands, or buts. He should be dealt with in a serious manner, because the fact is that if Allah bless you with certain things and you want to utilize whatever He gave you for wrong, then you should be dealt with.
Not only that, you know, Brother Ishmael, you see the killing of the children,
Yeah. Oh my God.
and it have one part of killing children that Allah forbids, and nobody seems to mention that. That is the crime of abortion, legal murder, killing the children before they're born. I am totally against that.
No, that is our position. It is our Islamic position, and the only time you are allowed to abort Islamically is in case of a rape. In case of a rape. And of course, that is understandable, because someone being raped, you don't want to carry the child of this person who raped you. That is trauma for life.
Of course. Because here what happens, it stains the human being, the woman as a whole, she will feel, how do you call it, unwanted.
Yes.
She wouldn't want to be around society. Her trust of men
It's gone.
is gone forever. I hope today, this march, ring a bell to all Muslims and the responsibility of Muslims in the society we live in. And we must all remember, as Muslims, we are not in an Islamic land. So we have to abide by the laws of the land. But the Prophet said, do the crime, do the time.
Inshallah, Jazakallah. Well said. And let me ask my little daughter here now, Zaria, who is joining us. Zara, come on, Zaria. Let me ask you a question. I know two of you are joining the walk this morning. When you see things in Trinidad, bad things, what you don't like in Trinidad, what you don't like as a young girl?
I don't like when bad people, shooting little children and stuff.
Okay, so you find the shooting and killing of the children, it makes you very sad.
Yes.
Very sad. And when people do bad things, what should happen to them? They should go to jail
Yes.
and spend a long time.
Yes.
Very good. And how about you, Zara? I know you are very concerned about the things happening. Tell us one of the things that you find is very wrong in Trinidad.
The murdering?
The murdering of people, right? People, you find it is happening every day and too much.
Yeah.
And you want it to stop.
Yes.
Very good. You know, we are at the Curepe Jamaat here, and of course, as you can see, the crowd is starting to build. And you know, again, I would like to compliment the Imam Husseini, and all those responsible for putting on this fantastic effort here, because at the end of the day, this is what it's about. We must all stand up for what is right. And you know, this is the type of thing that needs to be going on all over Trinidad and Tobago, so that the people will become energized to make a difference. As we go through the crowd now, we see, just raise your signs there. Let me see what signs you have. Assalamu alaikum. How are you going?
I am okay.
How are you going, Sheikh? What brings you this morning here?
Just the whole idea of that what we're trying to do today. It's something that I think every community, every Muslim, Hindu, Christian, any religion should try to do this to save Trinidad and Tobago.
So as an older youth in which you belong to, you feel that this idea should spread throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and we should all come together to make it different.
Like wildfire.
Excellent. All right. I'll see you. Had your breakfast already?
Yeah. Tasting good bread and chana.
And as we move along here, we have more young people. Assalamu alaikum. And you're a member of the Curepe Jamaat?
Yes, that's my brother over there.
That's your brother?
Yeah.
Tall resemble a tall boy.
Somebody has to get all the looks right.
So what brings you here early this morning to participate in this solo?
When we planned it, it's just a way of waking up the community, making them aware that the Muslims are part of the community and are willing to take the first step forward to help rid the community of the crime
and all the poor habits that is plaguing our community right now.
And I ask you, people will find it strange because all over the world there is so much negativity about Muslims and crime because we see that Muslims are blamed for a lot of things, and in Trinidad and Tobago, maybe it is stereotypical, but the fact is that plenty of people say, but wait now, them walking against crime and them just cause the crime. What is your take on this when you hear people say this?
There's a simple answer. Crime has no religion, terrorism has no religion, wrong deeds has no place in religion. Simple answer.
I would like to compliment you on that. Well said. Well said. And inshallah, I see you come with your track shoes and you're ready to make a serious walk, And the nice thing about them track shoes look like you never used before.
Brand new. Brand new.
Man had to go and buy, well, same thing with me. I had to buy track shoes this morning. I had to look for track shoes. So all of we buy brand new track shoes this morning because Muslims really need to learn to walk. Right? As we move along again.
Blue jersey joining us from Florida.
Which brother? So, all right, there we go. Come. How you going?
Good.
And of course, we have Miss Sophie. Miss Sophie, assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
Where the roti there?
Roti home. It have bread and chana, though. It have bread and chana.
And did you participate in the cooking of the bread and chana?
No, I didn't.
A man said to make sure we have enough bread, just cut the two ends of the bread off and you'll have endless bread.
My husband's brother from Orlando. He comes
This
That's my husband's brother.
Okay. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.
So if I ask you any question, you would know the answer.
Probably.
So what do you think about this effort? And seeing that you live abroad, I know it must hurt and pain you with the crime in Trinidad and Tobago and what is taking place. Because I'm sure when you left Trinidad and Tobago, you left Trinidad and Tobago, a country that you could be proud of. But now we are seeing crime rampant. How do you feel?
It saddens me.
Well, look at us at least now. Boy.
Well, I'm happy to be here.
Right.
But I'm saddened by the outcome, what things are happening.
And what do you think about this effort here to bring the people together and make a difference?
I think it's a great effort, and I hope people will get the message from it.
Right. No, and one of the problems that we have seen is the young people involved in crime. Now we are seeing young people committing crime like never before. How does that make you feel?
That again saddens me. I think we need more stronger family life, family values.
Excellent. Well, what we're going to do is that we are not going to hold back the Imam anymore. As you can see, people are gathered here. We have people on this side, and if you look around here, you'll see, look, some of the big cooks there from Curepe there, the people who cook all the food and things. Assalamu alaikum. Ladies, how are you going?
Okay, assalamu alaikum.
I guess the husband ain't getting no lunch today, right?
Yeah, I already get breakfast.
No, but we are talking about breakfast, we're talking about lunch.
Skip lunch. Skipping lunch.
They say KFC right here, we're going to organize. Inshallah. Good. The Imam is making arrangements now. We're going to have the dua, inshallah, to start things off. And then we'll proceed, inshallah. We are here right now continuing the walk. In fact, we have just started, and you could see to the back of me a tremendous amount of people who have joined us on this walk here through Knoll Street. On the mic, we have Imam Inshan Husseini and members of his Jamaat, together with people from throughout Trinidad and Tobago, joining us on this walk here throughout Curepe. The message is clear. Muslims do not support crime. We will not support crime, and we will stand together with anyone and everyone who is against crime. We realize that there's a serious problem where our youth is concerned, and all the people here will stand together, in unity as we send that message throughout Trinidad and Tobago. In fact, this walk is going to cause me to lose some weight today because we are going throughout the entire Curepe area. And hopefully we will send that message not only to Muslims, we will send that message to non-Muslims as well. So join us in a little while.
Every Muslim thing that will be beneficial, that we can all live amongst each other in peace.
My dear friends, as we get up this morning, we look to the left, we look to the right, and we see the beauty of life, especially in our children. My dear friends, when we look at what has taken place in the last few years, where our children are concerned, we are seeing that innocent lives are being taken. And we nurture. That same child is being put in a barrel. That same child is being murdered. That same child is being slaughtered.
Imagine criminals are being locked up.
And welcome back. Of course, we are here. The Curepe Jamaat is hosting this massive walk against crime and a walk for peace. And of course, we'd like to thank the police services for supporting us in this. And as you can see to the back of me, we have a tremendous amount of people. We are here on Watt Street. And if you're wondering where Watt Street is, it's in Curepe. We just came across Knoll Street, headed across to Alice Street. And now we are heading in a westerly direction to Knoll Street. Right now, we have the police assisting us with traffic arrangements, and because we have such a mammoth crowd which came out here this morning, of course it's causing some ripples as we go along. The purpose of the walk is to unite as one. Whether you be Hindu, whether you be Muslim, whether you be Christian, let us join together and let us make the difference as we walk against crime and support our young people, support the children, support the elderly, and let us make a difference together. This is the 2014 Walk for Peace from the Curepe Jamaat, and we are in the Curepe area. We are here right now continuing, and of course through the streets of Curepe we have Brother Rafik. Assalamu alaikum.
Salam.
What brings you here on this walk this morning?
Imam Rashid Karim.
Alright, so you're here supporting the cause to come and walk and make a difference.
Of the crime, yes, I'm supporting the crime.
You supporting the crime or you are against crime?
Against the crime then.
Against the crime. Yeah. And of course, condolences from all of us. You know, you lost your wife recently. May Allah make it easy for you, and may He grant her Jannatul Firdaus.
Ameen. Ameen.
And my dear brothers and sisters, we are now passing through, I believe this street is McEnroy Street as we head down here. And of course what you're seeing here is just part of the crowd. We have a man who resting. We have a man who resting there on that side, Mayadeen. Mayadeen, Assalamu alaikum. And we have of course the host of Safety First. Of course all safety precautions are being monitored here very carefully. Mayadeen, what brings you here this morning, inshallah?
Well, at least the cause that we stand for, peace and security and safety in society, that is what brought me out here today.
But do you think when communities stand up and speak out that it will make a difference? We may be able to reach people?
Sure, without a doubt. As long as people come together, we will have that unity and it will make a difference, big difference.
And of course, my friends, we are on McEnroy Street here. This is our walk for peace. And you know, we have even the young ones. Say hello. Say hello. Sisters, please join with us. And you know, we have from the young and from the elderly walking here. And you know, I even saw someone with a little, you know, a walking stick walking too. And this is to tell you the importance that some people see in what we are doing here. Of course, on the mic, we have several different imams. We have Imam Rashid Karim. We have the Imam from Debe. We have, of course, our own resident Imam, Imam Inshan Husseini. So join us in a little while as we continue here our Walk for Peace 2014, courtesy the Curepe Jamaat. We are here with we are here with Imam Husseini here. Of course, Imam, how is it going so far?
Oh, alhamdulillah. we are having the support of the various people from the various homes that make up our community, and you could see the concern of everybody. Everybody is so willing to come out. It shows that they are disgusted. They are actually disgusted and displeased the manner in which crime is taking place in the country. So they are all ready to do something about it.
One of the things that I've noticed is that even though we have different speakers, you're hearing the same theme resonating, even though it was not pre-planned, even though people did not speak about what topics they were going to deal with. I realize that everybody more or less has a similar theme. Do you think that sends a clear message that we are all concerned about the same issues?
I think this is guidance from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I went to a night function and I made contact with you to come and do a recording to inform people about Sunday the 2nd, which is today. Right. And I just went and did that just to inform the people, but I didn't realize through the will of Allah that He has made it like a theme to play constantly, and that it would inspire the hearts of even us who are following all behind.
But when you look at something like this, what do you think may be the end result of something like this? Us walking through the streets and speaking so that the people could hear. Tell us one or two examples that you think might happen through this, what we're doing right now.
What we are doing presently, if the people do not take heed, crime will continue and it will make no difference. But if what we have been doing here now presently could inspire their hearts and they can play a role in their homes, we always point fingers that, the priests and the imams and them should do more, and the teachers, but we don't look at ourselves as parents in the home, and we don't look at all leaders, so to speak, have a role to play to give a proper upbringing in the community. I'll tell you something. It is we who make up the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and we have to stop pointing fingers, because the children are into our homes and they are under our care, and we should instill in their hearts discipline. And when they don't have discipline in their homes, what do you expect out in the community? They will certainly behave and misbehave how they performed at their home.
Well said. And one of the things that I mentioned while I was speaking was the issue of alcoholism and the youths being introduced to this, this disease, because people do not see it as a disease. What is your take on many of the parents who are now drinking in front of their children, and the children are seeing this as an example?
I was hoping you wouldn't bring up that subject. I really was hoping you wouldn't bring up that subject, because it hurts me. It hurts me badly when we talk about alcohol, because the churches are very, very seldom filled. And when you organize a function of religious intervention of our heart, you very seldom see people coming out. But and you see the young folks, they would like to attend bazaars and concerts where there's music and big fete to enjoy themselves. They look at that type of entertainment, and they find themselves in the bars and these spotlights where there's intoxication, and they feel good for a while, but then what happens? It destroys their life physically and spiritually, and in the end they are total mess. Just next to me there's a bar, and if you see the young, beautiful, nice women, young, beautiful, pretty little girls will go in there to just have a nice time. But I tell you this to those who are viewing this: your daughters, check on your daughters, because they come to study, and when time for marriage, these people who they enjoy themselves with, they no longer want them as a wife. They want pure and sincere women. They don't want who they enjoy themselves with for a few days. So be mindful of this.
Thank you.
It's my duty to make mention of it.
Thank you very much, Imam. And of course, as we move along here, we have people who walk in, and of course you have some sisters. Assalamu alaikum. Where you going? Don't run. And there she running. Tandy, how the walk going so far?
All members,
really good.
brothers and sisters of the various Jamaat.
And you're here with the rest of the family?
All the family.
All the family. Tell me, what difference do you think this could make as we stand up against crime and the issues in the country?
I hope it make a difference, because it's too ridiculous.
We are here to address the situation
5-year-old children. It
where
brings tears to my
our
eyes.
country
It's
is
not
facing
nice.
so much violence,
It's not nice.
corruption.
It's too much crime. It's too much
People
horrible
are
things
killing
going on
people
day
as
in,
though
day
it's
out.
nothing.
I hope and pray every day that this will make a difference day in and day out. Inshallah, without God and without Allah, there's nothing possible.
It's about time.
Nothing possible, and I hope that this will make a difference today and tomorrow and all the days coming.
Something back into this country.
And boy, and of course, I know it was no intention to make my family there, my sister cry, but it just shows you the hurt that people are feeling inside. It shows you, the pain and the suffering, and of course we have the young, the elderly. Assalamu alaikum. How it going so far?
Very good, very good.
Exercise on the 2nd
We'll join you back shortly because we are directly behind the mic, and of course I can't hear anything. Join us shortly.
All we desire now also incorporated.
We are here in Curepe. In fact, we are here on the Southern Main Road right now. And let me just thank the police service of Trinidad and Tobago, the St. Joseph Police Station. As you can see, a massive crowd has gathered here. We are on the Southern Main Road, and this is the Walk for Peace, initiated by Imam Husseini and of course members of his Jamaat. We are joined by people from Penal Debe, from Felicity, from Shaguanas, from Bamboo, you name it. And we are all standing together, united against crime, against the atrocities, not only for our young children, but to our elderly people in this country. For those of you who are watching us, join us, come together, and let us work together and make the difference in Trinidad and Tobago. Remember, crime affects us all, one way or the other. Whether it's big or small, let us make a difference. Let's join together.
And you are all invited. All members, brothers and sisters of the various Jamaat are kindly asked to come and give us that support. Brothers and sisters, we have the cooperation, the permission of the St. Joseph Police. And this exercise on the 2nd of February is also incorporated with the Islamic Broadcasting Network. All we desire now is your presence. Come out in your number.
Watch for our words.
We have just completed a marathon walking session. In fact, we went through the streets of Curepe, and the response that we got was phenomenal. In fact, I would like to thank everyone who participated and was part of this entire process in making a difference. And what I really admired was the young, the elderly, those people who could hardly walk were part of this whole exercise. I would like to thank those members of the Curepe Jamaat, Penal, Felicity, Debe, all over. In fact, people from Bamboo and all over who came and supported this whole cause. Of course, we have the man himself who put things in place to bring about this event. We have Imam Husseini, and of course we would like to thank him so much for all his efforts. Imam.
And we had brothers from Debe, Siparia, Toko, Tunapuna, Takarikwa, Curepe, Sawa, and all around. And we thank you all very much for coming. Mostly we thank Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, keeping us free from incidents and accidents. We have left base and we are back to base. And Allah, it is now for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to touch the hearts of the people.
Marabella walking Jamaat.
Marabella also was with us, alhamdulillah.
We from this walking Jamaat joined this Jamaat this morning. We at Milton this morning and we come up here to join. Because of IBN. IBN.
Inshallah, let me ask you a question. The walk was for peace and for a better Trinidad and Tobago. What do you think we could do to make that difference again?
Well, what else you could do? IBN is doing such a great job. The Imam is doing such a great job. The community itself have to come together with us and join, because children is making children. People do not respect each other again. They're smoking marijuana like cigarette walking in the road now. Young children having children. They don't have money to bring up their children. What is going on? We need help from all the community, whether Christian, Muslim, Hindu, as you said, rightly said, and you have it done rightly. So all we need is the assistance to all of us to join together and bring up our young children in the right way, starting from the school, primary school. Primary school, bring in the children and teach them religious knowledge. That is very important because that is lacking in now. Most of the children do not know to read the Fatiha, the Kalma. La ilaha illallah, the greatest. La ilaha illallah. There's no God but one God. He's the creator of everything. So we have to believe in him as Muslim and be together with everybody, learning and teaching one another. And Inshan, I cannot say from Hajj, we there, you always have that happy, nice face. And I always listen to your program, my family listening to it. It don't switch off, I go to sleep with it. My wife died and that keeping me going.
May Allah grant her Jannah Firdaus and make it easy for you, inshallah.
Yeah. And keep
Inshallah.
going. We'll talk a little more
Inshallah.
about, I was to go back for her in Hajj Badal, I didn't get to go.
Inshallah, don't worry. Allah will make it easy for you, inshallah.
I'm hoping that I'll go back to Bidi Mamtala.
Inshallah. All right, and of course, we are here. We are here at the Curepe Jamaat, and of course, just 1 second. Wameza, how are you going?
I'm okay.
You okay? Good to see you. Wameza, we're doing a program there now. I can't talk about other issues right now. Right? Now, this is just a small sampling of the people who are here. A lot of the people are in their vehicles right now, and let's go along and let us try to see how we could communicate with everyone here, inshallah. And we are Mamu mashing up our bread and chana there. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
How was the walk?
Well, very good.
I find it was short.
No, yeah, it could be a little longer.
Like from here to Tobago.
Oh, they won't make it.
All right, inshallah. And of course, this area has been reserved for the elderly people to sit down and rest. For the elderly people, this area here reserved for them to sit down and rest. And of course, as you could see, we pass along, plenty elderly people sit down. Oh, sorry. Assalamu alaikum. Well, I see that there. Oh, look, Miss Sophie, watch Miss Sophie. Miss Sophie have a big pot in she hand. Where is that, Miss Sophie?
Cassava, fig, dashi, and boil and fry.
It boil or it fry?
Both.
It boil and fry. And oh, look what's going on here. I ain't saying nothing. All you feel it easy. If it's one thing Curepe Jamaat famous for, it's thing to eat here. And this lady and she husband is part of the group responsible. Watch my partner eating. What is that eating? Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Bread and chana.
Nothing that's got better. You put cheese in it.
What do you mean?
And I find the channel looking like it have real seasoning in it too, which makes it talk. As we move along here to the ladies now. We have, look, all those who want bread and chana. What should have bread and chana here? And of course, we have the takari, the Edo's potato, baigan, thing takari. So we are here, and of course, this is where we start to, wrap things up. Of course, we like to thank the Imam.
Yeah, for the bread and chutney.
It have chutney? And what is that you eating it?
This is provision and chutney.
So you get provision?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank Allah, you get provision, inshallah. And
So work hard for it.
no, well, I am willing to challenge these sisters in Curepe Jamaat to cook out any single day, because the men, as we know, are the better cooks. I ain't let me find Mama, you cook anything here?
Yeah.
We cook the chana?
Every help.
You cook the bread?
Yeah.
You help? Mashallah. Well, I know you always helping. You just walk as well?
Yes, I make the whole thing.
You serious? And you ain't build up a sweat, and I sweating from my head to my toe.
Every morning I walk in the university twice around. So the walk is nothing for me.
So now you better than me then. I shame. You just walk twice?
Twice around the university every morning.
May Allah continue to give you health and strength so you could continue to do that. Well done, well done. Well done. Look at that chana and bread here. Watch. That chana and bread here. Of course, we have our good brother Mayadeen here, who has built up a sweat. If you see him, agree just Mama. Thank you very much. Who has built up a massive sweat. But wait, we have one man who ducking low. How to catch? Come ask him. We have to catch him. Come. As we walk across here, I know this is one man who started late. And if you watch, not one drop of sweat I was told that this man is living air conditioned 24 hours a day. Even when he go outside and play with the, with the children, I hear even the playground have air conditioning in it. This man, if he gets slightly darker, the man they start to put on choke on him one time. You begin to look like me, eh? And look, somebody laughing at you there. Your whole family. Well, one is that congratulations to your father. I heard he has a drive-through home now. I don't know if it's KFC or Royal Castle, but I heard he has a very nice drive-through. How was the walk?
I think it was very successful this morning. I mean, there's always room for improvement and it could have been better, but...
Wait. Your father hosted this thing, and you just say, hold on, let me quote him. Of course, there could be improvement and room for better. And this man, father, is the host of this thing, eh? Where you mama say anybody?
No. Understand why I say that, Inshan, because, I mean, there are a lot of other brothers and sisters that I didn't see from the Jamaat, and maybe they had prior or, other engagements.
Right.
And that is expected, right? And I thought maybe we could have seen other people from other Jamaats as well join with us as well,
No, but one of the things that you have to understand too is this was the call was made on short notice. And then remember, some people, Muslims, will get married every weekend. You understand? And then some of them just get married 4 times in one lifetime. So when they have wedding to go to, sometimes it does be 3 and 4 times their own wedding. No. So I know that applies to this Jamado.
Don't get me wrong. Alhamdulillah, it was still successful.
You hear me making an excuse for them, man?
Well, maybe.
No, I was telling someone that anytime you could get 20 Muslims to come out together to an event, it was successful. Because the fact is that, we have lost the unity that we once had, and it's building up back again. I think by the expo that we had in Chaguanas there, I think that started a whole catalyst again because the support there was tremendous. And I think what you're seeing here is another opportunity. And I think this should happen again before the end of the year, and you will notice a massive difference.
Definitely. And I think a good thing about it is that we had support from the non-Muslims as well.
Exactly. Inshallah, well, all the best to you, my brother.
All the best to you too.
Anybody you want to...
Continue doing a very good job.
Inshallah, thank you so much. And of course, that was the son of Imam Husseini. And of course, you have the wife of Imam Husseini. But right now, she don't want to talk to nobody. Because one is that, since their house get drive-through, I think, their house more fancy than mine. And I'll leave that right there. She's just laughing on the side. Right, as you go along, we see Sophie lick up the full plate of food. And that is part 2, by the way. And of course, we have Tanti, Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam.
I noticed you made the walk and you did it with speed and style.
Yes, of course. Every day I just walk,
I noticed some Muslims had flake and built into their hijab.
Yes.
Your daughter spoke to us and she started to cry. And I realized that, it really hurts her to see what is going on in the country.
You see, what happened in Chan is that very things that going on these days in our whole community and around this whole Trinidad and Tobago, what happened is that everybody have to change, and they have to change within themselves, not watching this one and that one. They have to change within themselves. And without the Almighty Allah, this would not have happened for us today to walk. Walking for peace. Because it's too much murders, too much killing, and everybody watching one another, and they're afraid to talk. And nowadays, you have to be a neighbor's keeper.
Well said. And I would like to congratulate you. And of course, that was the sister there that went down the mic. That sister across there, that was the one that started, that started ball and crying on the road and wet up all in front of the road. And look all the mic, and if I squeeze the mic, you can see I see that water falling down on the mic. So she laughing. What is that? No. Actually, the Imam name didn't come up at all during this discussion, Imam.
Alhamdulillah. Oh, meet my granddaughter. Tell them what is your name.
Hello.
Her name is Hala. And what school you attend? TML. And who is your teacher? Miss Jennifer.
And who is your favorite grandpa?
Grandpa.
She said grandpa.
And of course, we have the police stand up behind the police watcher. That is assault. Let me compliment the police. Police, Compliments to you, compliments to you. Walaikum salam. Let me just tell the gentleman thank you because he was the one that facilitated this whole thing with the police. Let us just thank the police for their fantastic work and thank you for the work that you have done. What do you think about this initiative? Because we said the police can't do it alone.
Yeah, it's a good initiative, and I hope that the other Islamic communities join together because the law enforcement alone can't do it, so we need the support of the public.
Well said. And your message for the young people, because you as an officer of the law would have seen many younger people in our days, because we attended the same school and all that. We didn't see the level of young people committing crime as we are seeing now. What is your message to the young people?
Stay to the churches, stay to the mosques, follow your elders. If you lead by example, you will not be going to the prisons or the cells, but you end up in the mosques and the churches and all the temples.
Excellent. Thank you very much, Officer Saab, as they say in them Officer Saab. And wait, look, she had to add something to the point.
I want to thank our Imam Inshan Hussaini for getting the call from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for calling us out today. And I would like him to know without him and without Allah, that call, it cannot be much better than this. And I would like to tell him that we all love him and we all will support him anytime.
You hear that love, boy? You hear that love? We're going to take a short break, and when we come back, we'll wrap it up here at the Curepe Jamaat, inshallah. I was now caught in the middle of having my chana and bread, as well as I'm going back there. I need some provision just now. Now, this is where we start to wrap it up. Of course, I have 2 beef pies, courtesy of sister. I have in my pocket here, sister bought 2 beef pies for me, and I would like to thank her so much. Let me just say a special thank you to the people of the Curepe Jamaat, the Imam, all the wonderful people who are here, and of course, Assalamu alaikum. My wife ducking. This is my wife, and just, hey girl, she blazing trail, you see? I don't know, she gone, you see? Don't like to be on TV. Anyway, this is what you loved in them. See the love there? What you love? See the love there? You see? That is the kind of love. Watch your other love again. Watch it. You see? That is the love that we need to share throughout Trinidad and Tobago, and that is the love that you don't find existing. On behalf of the members of the Curepe Jamaat, on behalf of my gentleman behind the camera, the hardest working man, the hardest working single man who's going to remain single for a long while, because I say so. Right? I would like to thank him. I would like to thank all the members of the Jamaat, the Imam, the police service, and everybody else for making this a tremendous event. Inshallah, stay tuned. More events will be coming up soon as we bring to unite the people of Trinidad and Tobago to enjoy that which is good and forbid that which is wrong. Assalamu alaikum from all of us at IBN and the Curepe Jamaat, inshallah.